Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to do something real special. We're going to go from this stock looking halogen light, well it is the stock light, but the stock looking halogen light to this awesome looking yellow LED lights. Check it out. I really hope you guys enjoy this. I'm going to show you a real quick step-by-step how to change out these stock halogen white headlights to some yellow LED fog lights. All right guys, so getting started right here, what we're gonna need for tools is you're gonna need yourselves probably a couple flashlights. I usually use these two LED lights. I really enjoy them. They're really great, really bright. I believe you can find them on Amazon if I can remember. I will put a link in the description at the end of the video. You're gonna need an 8mm, I believe that's what this is, yep. And of course, it's not going to focus. There you go. 8mm socket, a wrench, and then a screwdriver to undo the clips once you have the bulb out. On a really quick side note, I will tell you that these little heaters are absolutely incredible. It is roughly 15 degrees outside with a probably 20-25 mile an hour wind that's whipping through there. It's absolutely bitter cold outside today. So with the combination with this awesome little kerosene heater, which I absolutely love, I can't say enough good things about it. What I do here though is I have the kerosene here, and then what I run is a fan up in the ceiling to pull back the air and bring the air back down into the room. So while you're working, you stay nice and warm. It's almost like a convection oven. This is by no means a sponsored video, but let's get right into it. All right, so now that the car is on and we can see we have the headlights on, what I'm going to do now is you're going to take the wheel and you're just going to crank it over without starting it. You don't need to start the car for this. Just make sure the wheel's all the way over to one side or the other, whichever your preference, does not matter. Make sure your headlights are in auto or off so that when you shut the car off, all your lights then shut off. All right, guys, so now you have your socket and your wrench, your 8mm socket and your wrench. 3 bolts, 1, 2, and 3 to gain access to the fog light bulb behind here. Otherwise, there really is no access. There's nothing below, nothing over here. There's no door. Some cars have like little doors that you can kind of, snake your hand through and grab the bulb. Unfortunately, the Jeep does not have that. So what we're going to do is we're just going to loosen these up. Once you have the 3 bolts out, you're just going to go ahead. So there's a little piece right here. You can kind of stick your finger underneath it. It's just a little piece of the way it's built. But what I do is pull this back, and then you can literally just kind of pull it back like that. So once you have all the bolts off of here, you're just going to pin this back kind of like that. I've already set a light up in here. Once you're inside right here, here is the bulb. We're just simply going to twist and pull this out. Once you have it out here like this, what you're then going to do is use your screwdriver, and again, without trying to touch the bulb itself. You don't want to ever touch the lens of the bulb. You're just going to kind of try to pull on each side and loosen up the tabs of the ears. Right, so once you get the 2 ears out like that, just go ahead and pull it straight off. Your factory halogen bulb that comes on the Jeeps. It is an H11. It is an Osram, which is a Sylvania brand bulb, which is actually kind of nice. 12 volt, 55 watt, made in Germany, I'm assuming there. But that is your factory bulb. You're going to repeat the same process on the passenger side. Don't throw these away, first of all. Keep these. You'll definitely probably need them or want to change back if you don't like the LEDs. Plus, these aren't cheap, so I wouldn't throw them away, period. You can put them back in the packaging once we take out the new LEDs. Then you can go from there. But yeah, definitely keep these around just in case you want them. All right, guys, so the same process on this side. As you can see, I've already taken out these screws. Go ahead and grab that bottom piece. Give yourself a tug. Don't be worried about breaking anything. just like that. All right, guys, so the same thing again over here. The bulb is right here. Just go ahead and grab that bulb, twist it, and it pulls right out. Same thing, just pull these two tabs off and you'll be good to go. All right, guys, so as you can see here, these are the two halogen bulbs that we just took out of the Jeep. So now we're going to open these up. As you can see here, we've got Alla Lighting Company out of Chino, California. Ordered these off Amazon, and we're going to see now exactly what they look like. So this is kind of like a little unboxing video for you guys along with that. So here you are, Alla LED Premium and High Illumination H11 3000K yellow LED fog lights. I believe this is just paperwork confirming. All right, so let's get these open and we'll see together. Okay, so that's what they look like. Doesn't appear to be anywhere to open it, so let me grab a pair of scissors real quick. So these are your LED bulbs. Got Alla written on the top right here. Other than that, it just looks like a regular LED bulb. I don't see anything special about it. Quick comparison between the two. They definitely both look roughly the same. The seals look the same. I don't see anything that's entirely different. The height, looks like the LEDs are maybe a little bit taller. If we try to hold that right there, yeah, the LEDs are definitely taller. I don't really think that matters. I think there's enough depth in there. But other than that, yeah, I mean, everything looks the same. This piece isn't as tall inside there. I don't know if you can see that. The piece inside here is much taller in the middle than this one. Again, I don't really think that matters. I think that's just a centering pin, just to make sure that the lights only plug in one way. Other than that, I guess the biggest differences is the factory bulb uses metal for the hold downs, or the prongs to hold it in, where these are plastic. I don't really know if that makes a difference at all. Same shape all the way around. Other than that, like I said, they're pretty much the same thing. Obviously, one's LED, one's a halogen. One's definitely cheaper made. There's no doubt in my mind this is definitely a cheaper looking bulb. But let's go ahead and get these installed. All right, so we'll start right here on the driver's side. And again, you can see the orientation of this little plug. The little hole there is on the downside. So we're just going to double check this and make sure that this is on the downside. Like I said, there's only one way that they plug in. Okay, that's interesting. There's already a glow from the LED, and the LEDs are off. So that is definitely something that is interesting. I guess we'll have to see what the long-term effects are going to be on this. All right, so right up here, you're going to make sure you put this back in. Just like that. Give it a little twist. And go ahead and give it a tug. Make sure all your lines and everything are in there where they're supposed to be. The only last thing to do, now that you've checked everything else and the bulb is in there, is make sure you take out your flashlight or whatever you're using. And then when you're putting this back in, what I found is make sure that you kind of grab a hold of this and then just basically pull that outer fender back, just like that, and that whole piece will come right in there, and then essentially all your lines or your holes will line right back up. And then you can start here and just start putting all your bolts back in. Go ahead and grab your wrench and tighten those up. All right, so as you can see here, make sure you grab, like I said, this same piece. Again, that little pinto is on the bottom, so we'll make sure that this one is on the bottom. Essentially, you're just lining up the plug, just like that. Or that light's already on. It'll be interesting to see what that means. I'm not really sure why the LEDs would already be on. There's our hole. It's got a twist. Just like that. Again, same thing. Make sure, I got no light here. Make sure that once you're in, push all your connections, give a little tug on that light to make sure everything's sealed. Because you want to make sure that that rubber seal seals the bulb. So you don't want moisture getting in there and ruining your LED light. So again, same thing. Go ahead and grab your light that you used. Same deal out here. Grab and pull that just so that you see everything behind. Go ahead and check your bolt holes, see all those line up. Grab your bolts, and same thing as the driver's side. Go ahead and put those back in. All right, guys, so now the LEDs are installed, and as you can see, unfortunately, it does look like there is a slight glow coming through on the camera. Believe it or not, both sides actually have it. This side you really can't see as much. Well, for whatever reason, yeah, there definitely is like power going to them when there shouldn't be any power there, as they're off. As you can see, none of the lights on the exterior are on, so there's no reason why there should be any power going to those lights. Now, I'm gonna go turn them on real quick and we'll go from there. All right, guys, so there you are. There is your Alla LED lights. I absolutely love the yellow that shines on these. That is absolutely perfect. And that is bright. Wow, that's, and the lenses are dirty. I don't know if that camera can pick that up or not, but as you can see, yeah, you can see how dirty the lenses are. Like, they are filthy, and that is still extremely bright. I really like this. This is really cool. I do really like that. That is awesome. All right, guys, so again, if you enjoyed this video, go ahead and give me one of these. Leave me a comment. We'll do a short-term update and let you know exactly how these lights are holding up and whether or not that drainage is affecting the vehicle at all. As always, guys, leave me one of these. Tell me what you like. Leave a comment. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll talk to you next time.